Hey guys, and welcome back to another quick little video here. This is just going to be a short update and a bit of a ramble about some of the things I've been working on in the last week or so. As you can see in front of me here is quite the wall of displays. Now these are 21-inch HP Elite displays, and they were acquired for $20 a piece at last year's Dayton, Ohio Hamvention. I've been wanting to do something with them for a while now, and lately I've acquired a 6-monitor stand and mounted them all up to it to have as a bit of a display wall as part of the backdrop for the set. So I'm liking what this looks like. It's really nice for editing in Premiere because I can split up all the different windows across all the different displays. It makes it really nice and smooth for editing. Now this desk is new. This is actually something that I built custom for in here. It's part of the surface of it is actually an old kitchen countertop, so it's recycled. So that's pretty cool, and it makes for a really nice work surface. It's like a fake stone sort of thing. It's some sort of like plastic surface. It's quite nice. The Z600 is now our primary workstation. It has undergone a significant upgrade as far as storage goes. I was planning before to use these guys over here. These are two 500 gig M.2 SSDs that I had in a RAID 0 in there. Unfortunately, it can't boot off of them, so I had it paired with that 240 gigabyte SSD. That proved to be a reasonably good setup, and then I was browsing eBay one day, and I ran into an LSI Nitro warp drive 1.86 terabyte drive for $174, I think. Now, I wasn't 100% sure if this drive was going to work. However, this system is currently booted from it, and we're running Crystal Disk Mark as we speak. So, actually, it looks like it's just completing now, so we can get a look at some of the speeds off of this thing. So, yeah, this system normally was only capable of SATA 2 speeds, so 2.1 gigabytes per second read and 1.2 write is pretty impressive. Now it's just sequential, but really that's not bad speeds as far as a 10-year-old machine goes. That's kind of insane, actually. And this thing feels super snappy with it in there. And I've actually got a second one on order that I'm going to put in as a D drive just for video storage and a scratch disk. If we take the side panel off here, you can see the Nitro warp drive in there. I left the space above it free for a second one. They do run pretty damn hot, so I'm a little concerned that I may need to put some fans on these or some additional cooling on them. I think in a new video here pretty soon I may 3D print a little shroud that goes around them, so it makes them look pretty, and also it gives me a place for like a little 40mm fan to blow air lengthwise across both cards. That would probably be beneficial to them. But yeah, so far these seem pretty damn excellent. They actually have their own BIOS, so that bypasses the whole not being able to boot from an NVMe drive restriction that we had before, because they show up kind of like a RAID card or like a bootable expansion card. So yeah, that's actually pretty excellent, and if you can find them cheaply, I would say those are an awesome option for getting an old system that wouldn't normally be able to boot from like a non-SATA device to be able to have a nice fast boot drive. They come in all sorts of different capacities, so that one I think is the largest that you can get as a 1.86 or basically 2 terabyte drive. I would really like to be able to put two of them in like a RAID type setup, so I wouldn't have to have two different drives, like a drive C and a drive D. However, that doesn't really matter that much, and I've already got the operating system installed to this one, so I don't really plan to make any changes there. I'll just try to put the second one in and set it to a non-bootable device. But yeah, this is, it's definitely coming along in here. There's a lot more work to be done. Like, this whole side of the room is just a mess, and tools and just junk. So, yeah, just keep rotating around here. So, but as we're sitting here, we got a lot of the progress done. I plan to put a nice folding table back in this side here. Get this cleaned out and put a folding table there. That'll be where I actually film most of the content. I also want to get some noise dampening panels for in here. And I apologize for the crappy audio because I'm just using my camera audio on this. Just a quick little informal thing, so I didn't feel like getting the Zoom recorder out. Oh, another thing to mention. I have acquired a little cage. This is a... I forget what these are called. But my camera, even though this isn't meant for my camera, it works quite well with it. I put some little foam pads in there and it just slides in and out. So I can leave that and all of its accessories attached to the tripod and just pop my camera in and out of it. And I'm quite liking that solution. It works really well. Right now I'm just using my Yi M1 for recording. I know this isn't the greatest camera in the world, but I got it for such a good price that I really, really can't complain. So, yeah, it's working well, and I'm excited to see where the Z600 takes us. Its render times on it are fantastic. I've got the dual X5675s. I may eventually upgrade it to the 48 gig RAM option so it's completely maxed out. And I think having 2 of these LSI Nitro warp drives in here will be... Honestly, it'll be insane. The performance you get off of one of these is fantastic. I don't know if the speeds we're seeing here are as fast as these can go, or if it's limited by the PCI Express bus or anything of this system. It is very possible. I don't know. These are just such old systems at this point that there's bottlenecks everywhere. So I'm trying to overcome all of that. Also, adding a USB 3 card into this thing was absolutely necessary, because being stuck with USB 2 is just not acceptable really anymore. So, especially if you're working with large files like I am, transferring things from SD cards and SSDs and stuff, just it's so much better with USB 3. And I may eventually upgrade that to like a USB 3.1 Type-C card. That would be the ideal solution. So, anyway, guys, I hope you like this quick little look and some insight into what's been going on lately in the studio. And yeah, if you guys got any suggestions or questions or comments, leave them down in the section below. Like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, obviously. And I will see you guys in the next video.